have an organization called Brothers Always Together, and we invited you guys here to announce one of the biggest job fairs and law enforcement recruitments in the city of Detroit. By me saying that, this event would take place July 26th through the 28th right here at Gordon's Park. And we're going to have a lot of entertainment, vendoring. We have Detroit Public Theater that would also be doing the Tony Award-winning 67 play. We would have all sorts of things for the kids, families. And by me saying that, I just want to be able to introduce some of the people that's involved in this here. And I'll start off with Lieutenant Shaw.
Good morning. I'm First Lieutenant Mike Shaw. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Michigan State Police down here for the Detroit area. And we're absolutely honored to be invited to this law enforcement job fair that's coming up next month. I think it's very important as we stand here in a place of history to talk about our future. And our future in law enforcement starts right here at these job fairs. It's becoming increasingly more difficult for law enforcement to recruit members into our department. And sometimes we talk about, oh, it's the media's fault, or it's our fault, or it's somebody else's fault. It's about community service, and the best way that you can give back to your community is joining law enforcement. I'm particularly biased toward one branch of law enforcement, and that'll be the state police, of course. If you decide that that's not the way that you want to head, you can look at some of the other ones, but I'm particularly concerned about our department and where we're looking and where the colonel is looking as far as diversity in our department. But not only diversity, but we like to throw the word around, but also inclusion, and that's bringing people to the table that is most important. When we start to talk about bringing people into law enforcement, you can hire all day long, but if you don't include them at the table to talk about how change and where we're heading to, you're really not going to accomplish a lot. So we'll talk about MSP jobs. It's our website. Kids today, they don't need flyers or pamphlets or me to talk about all the requirements. They want to go on the computer. So use your favorite search engine, put in their MSP jobs. I can tell you we start off at $44,000 in the academy. Top pay for a trooper without any overtime or benefits is $65,000 a year after 20 years of service. And actually, more of our troopers are working a lot more than that or making a larger salary than that. So come on down to the job fair. Our recruiters will be there. We'll answer any questions that you have, and we're looking forward to it. Again, we're honored to be here, and thanks for having us.
That being said, we do have some diversity that will be coming to this event. We have Lisa Gray that's from the Chinese community, and she will be bringing some of that diversity to this event also. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go and introduce Wayne County Deputy Chief, Mr. Washington.
Good morning, everybody. We're happy to be here today. I stand here representing Wayne County Sheriff Benny Napoleon. My name is Deputy Chief Raphael Washington, and we're excited about the job fair that's taking place on July 26th to the 28th. The Sheriff's Office currently, Wayne County Sheriff's Office currently has money to hire 100+ officers. We can't get enough people right now to recruit, to join the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. So we're excited that this is going to be one of the largest law enforcement recruiting events around today. And so we often talk about with our young people when they're a little hesitant about joining law enforcement, that it's very important that they be the change that they want to see. I can't stand here to say that we've always got it right in law enforcement, but when we talk about getting it right, we're talking about you as young people helping us to get it right, coming in, letting us show you what we need you to do, and you be the change that you want to see. So we're excited to be here again and for the Brothers Always Together organization, and we're looking forward to everyone coming out on July 26th through 28th, talking to us, seeing what it is that we have to offer. And the Wayne County Sheriff's Office currently has a lot to offer you as you come in and be a part of our organization. So thank you again. God bless you. We hope to see you on that weekend.
Okay, I want to introduce Wayne County Commissioner Jewel Ware.
Good morning, everyone. Of course, I look at the job fair from a different perspective. I'm excited to work with Brothers Always Together because what we're going to do, in addition to the job fair, letting people know that jobs are available on a state level, county level, and even the city of Detroit. We're going to canvass the neighborhood and go directly to the people that live in this area and let them know that we'll be here on those dates, July the 26th, 27th, and 28th. As we try to do an outreach in the community, of course we might meet people that need additional services. We're going to, in addition to having law enforcement here, we're going to have all kind of array of services that people need. In order to meet people's needs, we have to meet their needs, what they need daily. It's important that our young people, our high school students, our young people begin at a young age to work with our law enforcement agencies, because then they get to see law enforcement from a different side. So I'm excited to join Brothers Always Together today, but I'm also excited as we walk through this community and meet the people that live in the community, to let them know that we'll be here at Gordon Park. Thank you.
Now, as you know, this is a very historical community. And so it just won't be just a job fair. We're going to have a lot of other things going on, live entertainment, things to do for the kids, petting zoos, arts and craft, all type of stuff, food vendors, merchandise vendors. With that, I'm going to introduce Mr. Settles, Jimmy Settles, from the city of Detroit.
Good morning. Let me first give greetings from the Honorable Mayor of the City of Detroit, Mike Duggan, who really wanted to be here, but unfortunately he had two engagements at the same time, so he sent me to pitch hit for him. And I must say I am just director of the neighborhoods, but I am really, really excited to be here. It really brings back many fond memories I used to have. I was looking across the street. I remember the Buddy's restaurant we used to come down here and eat ribs at, after I save up money for a month cutting grass. And it had a day. But let me just say a few words in behalf of the mayor. As you know, that the mayor has just done a phenomenal job turning this city around, and particularly in this area. This is one of the areas that he has spent a lot of time in. Then he also introduced the district manager from this district, Mrs. Howard, who just works relentlessly in this area to try to revitalize and help those community groups that are doing so much in this neighborhood. But let me also say that I'm just reminiscing when we were talking about this job fair. And I think this is just a great thing. We've been doing job fairs all through the city. Many people have gotten jobs because of that. And we not ask people to come to where we at, we go to where they're at. And I just remembered back some 40 years ago when the police department was not so integrated, and how it got changed. And we had a mayor that decided that that's what he wanted to do, and he made that particular organization go to the street. And through that, they did a lot of recruiting. They understood what law enforcement was about. And just like the previous speakers have said, that they wanted to be makers of change. And so, as you can see that, especially in the city of Detroit, the police department that we have now is very integrated, but we need more. As we looked at the last few cycles that we had in hiring, there have been very, very few minorities. So we want to come back to the community and to make certain that happens. And we also just to put a plug in for the mayor, because he's been just doing a wonderful job going out and trying to get jobs. As you may or may not heard, he just secured 5,000 jobs at Chrysler on the Far East Side. And I must say, as a lifetime citizen, I have not seen that in the last 30, 40 years. And they're obviously very, very difficult to get good jobs into Detroit, but he has done it. And this job fair will also be inclusive of those jobs and other jobs. And not only that we are trying to not only get jobs, make certain Detroiters get the jobs. And we're doing the proper things I think that we need to do. We're doing training in order to get people in that position for those jobs. But in conclusion, let me just thank this organization for what they have done, especially on this corner. And I know it's been many other nonprofits that have worked to make certain that this neighborhood be what it is, and this great park that we have here, and the maintaining of it. So let me just thank you in behalf of the mayor, thank you on behalf of the citizens of Detroit, and may God continue to bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to inform you that Detroit Recovery Project will be doing HIV testing. They also will be doing testing for anyone that might need help as far as getting some type of help with substance abuse. And we do have Dr. Ron Johnson and Katrina that's got the project, the Karasi project, that they're working on over across the street. And we do have behind me the young lady named Amy that she's building, the church over there, they're building a coffee shop. So we're trying to bring things back to the community. And I just want to make sure I get that in there. And I hope all of you will support what Brothers Always Together have done in the community and continue to do. This will be a big event for the city, and we hope everyone can participate.
So I'm First Lieutenant Michael Shaw, SHAW. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Michigan State Police for the Metro Detroit area. So why we're here today is this is a press conference announcing a job fair that's happening with law enforcement. We're going to have our state police recruiters out here. This particular spot for the press conference and the job fair is very significant in our past and also towards our future as we're looking to build young men and women that coming out of the community to become members of the Michigan State Police.
I'm Deputy Chief Raphael Washington of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I stand here representing Wayne County Sheriff Benny Napoleon. And we were invited to this event because Mr. Causey and the Brothers Always Together organization understand how important it is that we come out to their job fair as law enforcement and try to recruit young people and minorities and even the like of anyone who wants to be involved in law enforcement, because we need people that are enthused and encouraged and want a job and want to be of service to the community. And so we're out here asking young people to come out to this job fair and consider joining the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, who we have a lot to offer. We have a lot of room to hire people right now, and we just think it's very important that they come out and hear what we have to say and consider joining the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, which is a great organization within the state of Michigan.
One thing I heard is about bringing diversity to this event.
Yes.
I know Chinese community is bringing the culture here. What do you think of that?
I think it's great. I think we have to be inclusive. I think diversity is what we need so that we all can understand each other as a community, because we are a diverse community. Detroit is becoming a very diverse community, and we need to all come together so we can all be about what it is that you bring from your culture, what it is that we bring from African American culture, and we come together and learn how to co-inhabit together.
Hey, Lamont, could you give us an overview of this event coming up?
Yes, it is. It is the 52nd Commemoration 12th Street project that we do every year for the last 27 years. This year, in July the 26th through the 28th, we'll be right here at Gordon's Park. All these fields will be filled up with job fairs, police recruitments. We would even have Chinese culture bringing to this event through the Chinese community. We're so happy to have all that diversity to come to this event for this historical community. And so we're going to have people like the Detroit mayor that will be attending this event, city leaders, state leaders. It will be people from all over the United States coming to this historical event. We have it every year that we've been doing this for about 27 years. And so we're so happy to have the Chinese Americans to come in and be a part of this event. And it's so wonderful that we can see all these folks that be gathered here at one time to enjoy this special occasion.
I heard that this event and also is about promoting diversity. How important to your neighborhood?
It's very important. It was the time where all you seen was African Americans walking up and down these streets. Now you see people from every background walking up around the streets. And so that's what we've been thriving for, and that's where we're at now. And we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep moving the city forward. And that's what it's all about with this event.